Samanan. So the funniest thing happened this morning. Expected, but a little bit funny. So my mom sent us a message on our family group saying, Guti, she doesn't celebrate Mother's Day. We mustn't send her messages for Mother's Day, blah, 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 blah. And nothing new. That's standard stock, standard to my mom when it comes to any of these days that we are meant to celebrate people. For us, every day should be Mother's Day, vele, in terms of loving and appreciating Oleti. And we can't be told when to love. And we're told by the corporates, the people that are trying to make money. If you think about it, Mother's Day, just a quick history of Mother's Day. So it started, I think it was the ancient Greeks. They've got a mother god. You know, they've got a god for everything. Mother god Rhea or something. They started there. But the way that we celebrate Mother's Day today, a lady by the name of Anna Marie Jarvis, she started it. I think her mother died in like the early 1900s in America. Obviously, Zonke Lezinto started in America. And she then sent a letter to like the president or something. And in like 1914, people started celebrating Mother's Day as an official day every second Sunday of May. Or yeah, the second Sunday of May every year. It became official, and that's how you celebrated mothers. And you're meant to write like a letter to your mom and get her flowers, just something very, very basic. But the intention is to spend a day with your mom, appreciating your mom. And as big business does, it took over in terms of the card companies, in terms of the flowers, the phone calls, the chocolates, the cups, the this, the that, the that. And true irony or true whatever you want to call it, Anna spent the last like 20 years of her life fighting against the way that big corporate or big business celebrates Mother's Day, because again, it takes away from the holiday, it takes away from actually appreciating your mother, much like Valentine's Day, much like all these other days that have been there, Father's Day or blah 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 day. It's all become a day where you just have to buy, you know. And I personally think it's a stupid day, but the mothers in my life, they definitely love and want to be appreciated on that day, so we do it, except for Momsy. Momsy doesn't care. Momsy's a real G, you know. But anyway, just from that, happy Mother's Day to mothers, happy Mother's Day to fathers, you know. Every year on Father's Day you get that to all the mothers doing double shift, happy Father's Day to you as well. So Machita, happy Mother's Day to you guys as well. On this day, I've got a love-hate relationship with moms and how they raise their kids. And I think if you've been on this channel, if you watched a lot of my videos, you'd realize, Uguti, there's a friction with how I see mothers parenting. I believe that a lot of the fucked up things that we have in societies is due to how people have been mothered. You know, obviously, I put first blame at fathers. First, second, third blame is the fathers. You know, whether they are absent in terms of not raising their kids, or whether they are in the house but they're absent here and they're not guiding and they're letting the mom just mother in how they are. The mother energy is a feminine energy. It's a nurturing energy. It's a loving energy, and it's a beautiful energy. And it's most beautiful when it's also balanced with a father energy. You know, the testosterone, the how am I going to enforce certain disciplines and respect and hard work. So it's that yin and yang, you know. And if you only get one side, which is that nurturing, you get a whole generation of soft ass boys. You got a whole generation of entitled sisters, because all they know is how to be held like I'm a qand, like eggs. You know, if it was up to your mom, you'd have sucked on your mom's titty until you were well into your 20s. And I know guys to this day who's still staying at home, grown folk staying at home. He's still expecting airtime from mama. He's still flossing by driving mama's car. He's still, all because the old lady didn't know how to cut that umbilical cord and say, bro, go fend for yourself now. You're a grown man. Hey guys, you need that balance of a strong man, a strong father who can say, fuck this shit. You know, as a man, you need to wake up early. As a man, you need to go and work the fields. As the man, you need to go hustle. As a man, you need to go candy plan, you know. But again, oh mama sebatanda, oh mama appreciate, but we know what is oh mama tend to just over baby you, We know oh mama, they tend to feel sorry for the smallest thing. You know, I was watching rugby in Stellenbosch yesterday, and I was looking at the rain, the mud, if this was Joburg, where a lot of the schools are run by class moms and school mom and mom this, that game would have been stopped. I'm looking around, I'm like looking at these big Boer guys going around, and I'm like, there's no way that these Afrikaans mana are gonna let their boys stop playing. You go to Joburg, you go to some of these private schools, the moms are like this. But little Jono's gonna get sick if he plays in the rain. What are we trying to build? How are we trying to shape, men if we are going to over mother them? How are we going to shape our sisters? There were so many sisters because Paul Khim is a co-ed school. There's so many sisters in the rain, but their fathers were there. The girls would come and they'd greet their dads and they'd greet their dads. And you're like, oh snap, they get that beautiful balance of that nurturing, warm, loving mom energy and that dad energy. You need that. You need that. And again, I want to be very clear. I blame fathers first. I blame men first. They're first to blame. They're second to blame. They're third to blame. It's trash. It's us as men who have destroyed this and have allowed just the mothering energy. And that mothering energy is when a child slips and falls, carries, nope, you're not going to go roller boarding, skateboarding again. Because again, she wants to nurture and love. Ingane my fail esikolweni, what do moms say? It's because the teacher's racist. If the child doesn't make a team, it's because there's politics, people didn't get paid, the coach doesn't like you. They always give you a justification and an excuse for your shortfalls. I've seen this. I get hundreds of DMs where I realize, okay, you've been feminized because you live with a single mom who thinks in a certain way, who makes excuses for you. The reason why you're 25 and still in your mother's house is because of this and because of that, because bakbali. Fair enough. Again, if it's your father, it's your father's fault. Gents, I blame us always. But now where you need to get to a point where you're accountable and you stop running and hiding behind your mom's back or hiding and actually say, look, as a man, I need to go figure it out. As a man, I need to do this. As a man, I need to do that. And then come back on days like this, Mother's Day, making sure, Guti, you can then love your mom and appreciate your mom and say, thank you for actually letting me go into the world and being strong and brave, where I can fight, lose, get up and fight again over and over every single day. So it's only once you get out of the nest and you fly and you soar and you fall and you soar and you that's when you should come back and start appreciating your mom. Not while you're saying, Mama, and then all of a sudden, Bo mama, please, sangcela. First and foremost, pick the right man to have a baby with, one. So if you fucked up there, hide it. And then secondly, once you have that child, understand that child's going to be a child of the world. So you need to prepare them for the world, the tough, harsh realities of the world. And if you keep babying them, it's going to be hard for them, especially if you're a mother of boys. The world is not kind. Bless you, my baby. The world is not kind on young men. The world is not kind on young men. And a lot of our sisters have no idea. And they only realize this once they become mothers of sons. Do yourself a favor if you're a mom. Mothers of sons, as their kids get older, as their boys get older, they realize certain things. Mother of girls have a different mindset because she's female. The little babies are female. They know what the world is as female, so they guide them accordingly. Mother of sons, you'd see firsthand how rough it is for your son out there. Especially once your son gets through the teen years, once your son gets into the 20s, you see how hard it is. When it gets hard, that's when you really need to push him out. Instead of coddling him and wrapping him in cotton wool, that's when you really need to push him out there and say, boy, now you need to fucking pull yourself up and get into that world and fight. But anyway, that's what I think. I know a lot of you guys are going to get grumpy, but it's just compare. Let's have that conversation. Tell me how you feel. Tell me why you think Woody mothers are the coolest thing since sliced bread. And if you agree with me that mothers are not as deep as they like to believe they are, then tell me again. Just again to say it for the third time, I blame us gents. I blame fathers. Whether you are there, but you are not hands-on in terms of shaping the minds of your kids, or whether you are not there and you just decided to try corner for whatever reason, I blame us all the time. Anyway, guys, have a fantastic Mother's Day to all the mothers, whether you're a mother with a penis or not. If you're a plant mom, happy Plant Mom's Day to you. If you're a dog mom, happy Dog Mom Day to you. Happy Nje. Or if you identify as a mom, If you identify as a mom, happy Mother's Day to you as well, guys. Please share this video far and wide. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and have yourselves a fantastic day. Happy, happy.